Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. You know who it is and you know what time it is. We're still in the midst of 2015 List Away, where I'm listing out my musical highlights of the year. Already talked about honorable mentions, worst albums of the year, favorite EPs of the year, and now singles and promotional tracks. Tracks that tease toward the release of particular records, or songs that were released on 7 inches or just as single tracks available for commercial purchase or download. These 50 songs are, in my opinion, the biggest and the best singles of the year. I'm going to be going, like I said, through 50 tracks. We're going to speed through the first 25 and then go through a little more detail and description as we reach the top 10. So starting at 50, we have Deerhunter with Snakeskin. Then comes in Action Bronson with Actin Crazy, Toro y Moi with Empty Nesters. Then The Chemical Brothers with Go featuring Q-Tip. Florence and the Machine with Ship to Wreck. Kelela with Rewind. And then Liturgy coming in with Quetzalcoatl. Young Thug with Best Friend. Yes, I did enjoy this track. And then Leaf with Rage. And then closing in 41 is David Hasselhoff with True Survivor. If you have not heard this song, please listen to it. At number 40, we have Pusha T with Untouchable. 39, Chelsea Wolfe with Carrion Flowers. At 38, it's Mac Miller with 100 Grandkids. At 37, Dope Body with Obey. And then at 36, it is Unknown Mortal Orchestra with Multilove. At 35, it's The Game with 100 featuring Drake. 34, we have Alabama Shakes with I Don't Want to Fight No More. I Don't Want to Fight No More. 33, Chance the Rapper with Angels. 32, Weezer with Do You Want to Get High. Sufjan Stevens with Should Have Known Better. And at number 30, a nightmare of a track from David Bowie. I'm a black star, I'm a black star. 29, Neon Indian going in on his landlord, I guess, on the song Slumlord. At number 28, Tame Impala with Let It Happen. 27, FKA Twigs with In Time. At number 26, we have Sophie with Vi Z. And then at 25, we have our dude, Igloo Ghost, with a single that followed the release of his latest EP, the Chincho single. Okay, getting up in the list now. So we have 24, Animal Collective with the fantastic Florida single, which is a wonderful return to form for the band and has me pretty excited for their next full-length album. It's a really cool neo-psychedelic pop track with a great hook, a lot of personality, and some dense, colorful production. At number 23, Travis Scott, Don't You Open Up the Window, Don't You Let Out the Antidote. A ridiculously infectious earworm of a single, hard-hitting beat. I just can't really complain too much about this track. Some of the lyrics are kind of silly, but I just can't say no to this song. It's just such an intoxicating, feel-good single. Or maybe just like a feel high, out of your mind single. At number 22, we have the punky and attitude-loaded Sleater-Kinney with the title track to their latest record, No Cities to Love. And then 21, Grimes comes through with the Reality single, definitely one of my favorite singles of the year, and the revision of this track off her latest record wasn't that bad either. At number 20, it is the Pop Group with the lead single off of their return album, Citizen Zombie, the track Mad Truth. A really great danceable post-punk track. It's really wild, kind of freakish. And at number 19, though I didn't really love this LP, I think the single is great, and I love the hook off this thing. I think it's got a lot of personality coming through on the lyrics. I just wish some of the singing on the deeper cuts of this record was better. I'm talking about Shamir's Call It Off. It's time! Definitely an addictive track for me. And then following that, we have Julia Holter with the track C Calls Me Home. Definitely one of the more extravagant and refined tracks of her latest full-length album, Have You in My Wilderness, if you're looking for some very instrumentally extravagant dream pop and art pop and baroque pop, then look into this. At number 17, we have Carly Rae Jepsen with This Emotion. Bit of a throwback there with a lot of the tracks off her latest LP. Felt like a really sharp, modern take on some really great 80s pop. And then at 16, we have MIA with the refugee tribute song Borders, which was a really hard-hitting, eye-opening music video, but track as well. At number 15, got to give it to my dude Clarence Clarity with the really emotional but also disturbing and strange Blood Barf. Bit of a weird, dense, and experimental take on pop, specifically like dance pop and boy band pop from the 2000s on this record over here. And then following that, we have The Weeknd with the track Can't Feel My Face. Another record that notoriously I did not enjoy the album overall, was kind of indifferent toward it, but I liked the change of mood, liked the change of pace, and I liked the tune that this track brought. I just wish each song off of the new LP was as hard-hitting and as instantaneous and as groovy too, because I love the beat on this thing. At number 13, a track that when I first heard it I did not care for it at all, because I thought it was just obnoxious, but with more listens, I actually kind of got the humor behind it. I thought the tune was actually really well written, and I like the lyrics as well. The chorus is sharp. Jeff Rosenstock with the song Nausea. And then we have Donnie Trumpet and the Social Experiment with Sunday Candy, another track off of an LP that I did not dig the full-length album at all, but this was a great teaser track toward the record, got me really psyched for it, and it's still a beautiful tune with a great mix of elements from hip-hop, jazz, and gospel music that blend together really well. At number 11, we have Algiers with Iron, Utility, Pretext, yeah, 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 which is Algiers taking their particular brand of post-punk and bringing it all the way back to the 80s, where they're kind of reliving like a bit of synth pop, drum machine pop, and goth rock all at the same time. It's pretty fantastic. And now we are in the top 10! Woo! 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 Okay, at number 10, it's my dudes from Arizona in Injury Reserve with He Shits, He Said, Everybody Knows, blah, 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 everybody knows. Great hard-hitting rap track here with a bombastic chorus, really raspy vocals on this thing, clever, sharp, just really funny verses and a great instrumental as well. This is easily one of my favorite rap tracks of the year, no question. And then at number 9, I could not deny it. A lot of you may be surprised to see this song so far up on this list, but I think it's a great single from The Go. I was pretty impressed with its sleepy, easygoing melody, really intoxicating beat, and yeah, just lead vocals as well. Drake with Hotline Bling. Just loving it. When you hear the Hotline Bling. I overlooked this song on my list. Number 8, my boys in the progressive rock and pop outfit, Everything, Everything, a track off of their latest full-length LP, Get to Heaven, the song Take It to the Distant Past, I Wanna Go Back. Such a killer song. So many blends of rock and pop music in this one really well-crafted song. Amazing polyrhythms on this track and some really great layers of guitar, synths, vocals. The vocals are a little weird, but still one of my favorite singles of the year. Love this track. Another track that was glued a little harder to my mind, though, was the new Hannah Diamond single for the song High. I feel weird admitting how much I love this song, but I do. I think it's a fantastic track. I wish this song had been released in the 2000s when this type of music would have been much more prevalent in the mainstream, and then it would have just been interesting and funny to sort of see how far it could have gone on the charts, if it even had a chance at doing that. But yeah, it's just a really sharp, well-written pop tune with some quirky production, the high, somewhat chipmunk vocals that you expect from a PC music-oriented track, but it's simultaneously incredibly accessible. And lyrically, the track dives into the isolation and the loneliness of love on the internet, which I don't think a lot of love songs are willing to address. It seems like in today's dating sphere, in today's dating landscape, that's really a huge elephant in the room that a lot of modern love songs don't address at all. But this song faces it head on. Number 6 is a comeback single from Missy Elliott, WTF. Where are they from? She's back, she's back. And with a fantastic new song featuring Pharrell, great beat, funny lyrics, great dance song, humongous groove on this thing. The verses aren't too bad either. It's an addictive, fun, colorful track. I love it. I love it, man. And I think it's one of the brightest, most shining moments for mainstream pop and rap music this year. At number 5, a really great promotional metal track that dropped this year from an album that just came out. I'm talking about the new Baroness single, Shock Man! Really grand, epic, hard-hitting track. Baroness really came through with a killer record this time around, and I cannot wait to throw it on to my favorite albums of the year list. But another record that is going to be on my albums of the year list, obviously very high up in the rankings, is Ghost, and their single For Circe landed on this project. Ghost just put together a hell of a metal. Ghost just put together a hell of a metal record this year, and this track contributed to that. Not really sure what I can say up until this point that I haven't already said in my review of their latest full-length LP. Give a listen to this song. Give a listen to Ghost's latest album, Meliora. You will not regret it if you're into very melodic, kind of occult, and very theatrical, campy metal music. At number 3, another single I have played multiple times. I love it for its mash of music, both old and new. It's great dance beat, it's glossy synthesizers, it's really fantastic feature from Young Thug, and just top-notch production. I'm talking about Jamie XX with Popcan, of course, and Young Thug on the song Good Times, they're gonna be good times, good times. Ooh. At number 2 favorite single of the year, I have to give it to Death Grips with the melodic, heart-wrenching, and depressing On GP. Not only was this song a different sound, a new sound for Death Grips, but I think a new emotional palette for Death Grips as well, coming together with a song that I feel like put a genuine sadness to a lot of the aggression and madness that typically turns up in a Death Grips song in Stefan's or Ride's lyrics. It's a really dynamic track. The guitar plays into what the band is doing, especially that lead melody, really well. And yeah, it was just a really cool topical and musical transition for the band that went over way better than I think it should have. So kudos to Death Grips on that, and I hope they continue experimenting and pushing into the future with just really exciting new musical ideas. But Song of the Year has to go to Mr. Kendrick Lamar for The Blacker the Berry. Love this track. Killer fucking track. A song that is probably the most political off of his latest full-length LP, To Pimp a Butterfly, and I think sort of puts on display the nuance, the duality of a lot of the racial tensions that America has been suffering through this year. It's rare to come across commentary in this day and age that is actually as balanced and as sharp as what Kendrick's verses do in this track. But on top of that, it's just a great fucking song. The boom bap style beat, Kendrick's flow on this thing, also the killer vocal appearance from Assassin on this track, the deep, dark, beefy vocals he brings to the track, as well as the very hellish keyboards on this song. Just so much musicality on this track. I don't know. I could just praise it forever, and in a way, I already have with my 22-minute review of To Pimp a Butterfly, and yeah, I mean, I have linked this review, and I have linked this song down below, along with many of the other songs on this list, so you could check them out for yourself and see if you dig them. So let me know what some of your favorite songs, singles were of this year. Give me your top 5, top 10, whatever you want to throw down there in the comments. Maybe tell me why certain songs appeal to you more than other songs if you feel like it. And yeah, feel free to check out anything on this list that you haven't already, because I assure you a lot of it is worth your time. You're the best. Transition. Have you given this album a listen? And if you have, Zishin. And there you go. My favorite singles, my favorite promotional tracks of the year. What were some of your favorite singles of the year? Let me know. You're the best.
What else do you gotta say to me? Smash that like! 2016's on the way. 2015, it's done. It's over. Throw it in the trash. Flush it down the toilet. Let's go! Forever!